Welcome back, guys, to another video on the channel. Today's video is going to be another tier list. I do love a tier list, and what we're going to be doing today is ranking all of the 92 professional football clubs in English football on the size of the club. So let's just get right into this, starting off with the mighty Leeds United club, which not many people like. However, they do have a very, very big fan base. Haven't won as much trophies as a lot of people think, but I think they are widely known as a big club. So we're gonna put them in big. They are a big club. Leeds, Southampton. Okay, we're gonna put Southampton in decent, the third tier. So I might as well explain tiers well. So we've got massive, obviously, big, decent, small, tiny, and MK Dons, which it's pretty self-explanatory. We'll get onto it in a minute, I'm sure. So yeah, Southampton decent. I know they've won one FA Cup. Again, decent fan base. Been in Premier League a lot, especially recently as well. So that's decent. Wolves as well, decent. Very similar to Southampton. Won a few trophies. Decent fan base. Club going in the right direction on the pitch and off it as well. Plymouth Argyle. You know what? Plymouth Argyle I'm going to put in small. For a club of their league. In League One, I'm pretty sure they're in. Not bad. Got a decent fan base who I rate a lot, because they must have to go very far to where they are in the country. They must have to go very far to go to away games. I rate them a lot, and I like Pieface. So Plymouth in small. And this one's pretty self-explanatory, as I explained a minute ago. MK Dons, who we've got, are in tier 4. Yeah, do I really need to explain? They are the most tin pot of tin pot clubs there is. Sunderland. Now, Sunderland's an interesting one. I don't know whether to put Sunderland in big or top on decent. I think I'm gonna put them in big, but kind of over here. Obviously, when we get a bit more clubs in big, I think they are a big club. They've won a lot of trophies actually. Decent European reputation, like Leeds. So they are pretty similar sized club to Leeds and Sunderland. Obviously not doing great right now, but in terms of history, very, very decent. Portsmouth go for me in decent, with their arch rival Southampton. A lot of trophy success in the history, and some European success. Actually quite recently as well. What was it, 10 years ago they played AC Milan at Fountain Park, so fair play to them. Gillingham, for me, Gillingham. I'm going to put them tiny. Don't really know anything about them, really. Apart from the fact that Trey Coyle currently plays for them on loan from Arsenal, obviously. You can't really see their badge quite well here. It's not really well done, but Nottingham Forest, I'm going to put them big. They've won 2 Champions Leagues, enough said. Swindon Town for me in small. They've been in the Premier League, but yeah, just kind of there, really. West Ham. I'm gonna put West Ham in decent, I think, but on the high, just on the edge of big. Good fan base, but they just haven't really won anything. Yeah, so decent. I think we're gonna go with the same with Ipswich Town as well. Decent. European reputation, playing Europe before, a few trophies here and there. I know they've won at least one First Division, so that's good. So yeah, Ipswich Town in decent. Wycombe Wanderers for me in small. I would put them in tiny, but Akinfenwa plays for them, so I think they've got to go in small just because of that. Because they can have Akinfenwa. Morecambe, tiny, don't know anything about them. Tranmere, small. Actually decent fan base, Tranmere, considering the teams around them. If you're a Tranmere fan, I have a lot of respect for you, because obviously they've got Liverpool, they've got Everton near them. So yeah, if you're a Tranmere fan, fair play. Lincoln City, a club once again on the up. Yeah, they've done really well in the last few years, building a reputation. And I think for that, I'm gonna go in small. I think we'll put them there. Southend, don't really know much about them apart from the fact they're in Essex. Really, I mean, I've been to Southend; it's a nice place, but on the edge of tiny. Alright, moving on to Bournemouth then. And yeah, I think small, because even though they've been in the Premier League for a few years recently, they just have been a small club, really. Sorry, Bournemouth Hull again. I mean, I'm going to put them on the edge of small. I think they are a slightly bigger club than Bournemouth. They are quite recognisable due to their colour scheme. I think the only team, like really like decently sized team in England, that has the same colour scheme as them as Wolves. So give them that, but I think just on the edge of small really. Scunthorpe again, just kind of there, so tiny. Cambridge United, City more known for its university and its football team. Edge on tiny for me. Middlesbrough, I'm gonna go in decent. Decent club Middlesbrough. Don't really know. They haven't really won any trophies, but they are decent. They've got a big stadium. I'll give them that. Decent fan base as well, but they haven't really won anything. But they have been in the top flight for quite a few years, so we'll give them that. Oldham Athletic, tiny again. Bristol Rovers. I don't know anything about Bristol Rovers other than Bristol, so dang tiny. We're getting a lot of clubs are tiny. Sheffield United, decent. Actually, we'll put them there. I think both the Sheffield clubs, we'll do Sheffield Wednesday, but I think Sheffield Wednesday are slightly bigger than Sheffield United. I put them there. I think both the Sheffield clubs are pretty even, but I think Sheffield Wednesday, sorry, are going to be slightly bigger than them just because I think they've got more, one more trophies, got a bit more European reputation as well, and more of a top flight reputation I think as well. Chelsea, I'm really trying not to be biased in these videos. I don't think massive. Maybe a bit controversial, but I think on the edge of big. I just think it's because they've only been good for the last, 20 years. If they, which will, I don't know, man. I think they're on the edge of massive. I think massive will only get the three teams, three biggest teams in England. You might already guess who they are. I think it. But yeah, Chelsea obviously won so many trophies recently, but it's only been recently. It's not been throughout the entire history, so I can't put them in massive. But they're on the edge. Brighton, they're a weird one because they've won absolutely nothing and they haven't really been in the Premier League for a lot. I'm going to put them, I think, in decent, nearly in small. I think the only reason they're not in decent is because they've been in the Premier League for a few years. I think putting them on the same tier as like the Lincoln would be a bit dumb. Stoke, again, decent actually. I'll put Stoke. We've got that. Stoke, again, one of the first clubs in the country, so we'll give them that. Won a few things here and there, been in Premier League or just First Division a lot. Give them that. QPR, just things with QPR are just kind of there, like one of these like London clubs, which like again just I'm gonna put them in small. Sorry guys. I don't know, just yeah, again they just haven't really won much. Haven't really been in the top flight. I mean, been in the top flight for quite a few years recently. Had that takeover, but yeah, Barnsley small. Again, just sort of there. Burnley, decent. Won at least a few things. Been in the top flight a lot. Walsall, tiny. Yeah, just the only reason I think people know Walsall is for that stadium you always drive past on the motorway. Man City, it's again similar to Chelsea, really big. Won a lot, but only recently in history. Here's an interesting one. Arsenal. My beloved Arsenal. And you know what? Sue me, massive. We're the third most successful team in England. Record FA Cups, 14, 13 league titles, 2 European trophies of the European Cup Winners' Cup and the Intercity Fair Cup, the Fairs Cup, which was renamed to the UEFA Cup, which is now renamed to the Europa League. So we go in there with 2 other clubs, which I'm gonna get onto soon. Blackpool, I'm gonna put in small, just on the edge of small. Actually, no, they have won quite a few things actually, and they have had a player who's won the Ballon d'Or, believe it or not. So I'm actually going to have to put. I'll put them in decent. Really, really good fans. Huge respect for their fans for that boycott they've been doing over their owners for a few years. So mad respect to them. Leyton Orient, again, like QPR, just one of those London clubs which is kind of there. Like Orient, obviously, local club to Arsenal as well. So I'll put them in small. Bradford, go put them in small again. Just okay, what am I trying to say? The thing, I guess, like in League 2, I think they're one of the bigger clubs in League 2, so we'll give them that. Exeter, just kind of there again, small really. Manchester United, it's got to be massive. In my opinion, probably the biggest team in England. I don't like them as an Arsenal fan, but you know what can I say? 20 top flight league titles, what was it, 3 Champions Leagues, 4 Champions League? I don't even know how many Champions League they won. I think it was 4. Yeah, fair play to them. Aston Villa, big. They won a Champions League. They won a lot of trophies. I think they've won more trophies than what a lot of people think. Great fan base. Got to give them that. Derby will go in decent. I don't really know where to put them though. It's an interesting one. We'll go there for Derby. Again, similar to Forest actually, but I think Forest obviously with the 2 Champions Leagues they've got to be up there. Crawley. I mean, I'm quite local to Crawley, but I mean, if you are someone, I don't know, Manchester, where's Crawley on a map, they probably won't be able to tell you. It's tiny, really. Sorry, Crawley. Swansea, decent. They've been in a good period of history recently. A few seasons top flight, won the League Cup. So fair play to them. Rochdale, small. I feel like they're quite well known. Rochdale. I feel like quite a lot of people know them, but not like a big club. Wigan, I'm going to put them on the edge of small. And quite a few seasons in top flight, but haven't really done much. AFC Wimbledon up the Dons. Small, massive respect to their fans. Actually, I'll put them there. Massive respect to their fans for what they've been through, and I really like the fact they've moved to their old home Plough Lane this season. Port Vale again, just kind of there, so small. Reading, decent. Reading for decent for Reading. Again, quite an old club, been in top flight for a few years. Leicester, great story. Again, club on the up, on and off the pitch, really well run. Won the league as well a few years ago, so we're going to put them in big. No, not big, decent, sorry. Crystal Palace, again, sort of decent. I think very similar to their rivals Brighton. I think they are slightly bigger though, so we'll probably put them there. I think just before Portsmouth. Brentford, again, really well run club on the up, on and off the pitch. But they are never really historically a big club, but also I put them in small. Very similar to their local rivals. QPR, Salford, tiny. They could genuinely go in MK Dons, actually. They're going to go in, wait, here we go, this one I'm going to do mid-video. MK Dons and Salford, Tin Pot Club. People only know them because of the class of 92. Get in that bottom tier. Birmingham, good fans. Decently sized club, Birmingham. Colchester, tiny. Again, don't really know anything apart from the fact they're in Essex. Liverpool, and they're going to be the third and final team going in that massive tier. Again, what is it, 6 Champions Leagues, 19 league titles, but only 1 Premier League, and I think that's what sets them aside Manchester United. That's why I'd say Manchester United are slightly bigger than Liverpool, just because Manchester United have won a lot more Premier League titles than Liverpool. Liverpool have only got 1 Premier League title. So yeah, that's why I put them in massive, but that's no disrespect really to a huge football club in this country. Luton Town, doing alright at the moment, but I'll put them in small. Actually, I'll go like that. Shrewsbury, again, just probably tiny really, to be honest. Preston, I've got to put them in decent, don't I? Original Invincibles in like what, 1880 something. Really good history. Cheltenham Town, tiny. Don't really know. Stevenage, tiny again. Rotherham, the ultimate yo-yo club between the Championship and League One. Just small, I guess. From there. Watford, big up the cycling GK. We'll go decent. Fulham, again, decent. Things with Fulham, I feel like a lot of people know Fulham, but they just haven't won anything. I can't put them higher than that, really. Carlisle, rate their fans like Plymouth. Must have to go miles and miles for games, but tiny. Put them on the edge of tiny. Forest Green, Vegans, tiny. Nearly in the bottom tier. Cardiff, decent. Won the FA Cup, I'll give them that. Peterborough, I don't really know really. Peterborough's a weird one. They're just sort of there. I'm going small. Put them like that. Burton Albion, tiny. Mansfield, tiny. Bolton Wanderers, decent. Shouldn't be in the league they're in really, and I hope they get back to higher up because they are a big club. West Brom, decent again. Quite a big club actually, West Brom. So we'll put them there. Everton, for me, in big. I think we'll go at that. We'll go at that. I think. I think Everton have won a lot more trophies than a lot of people think. They haven't won a trophy for quite a while though, but they are a very big club. Just unfortunate that the local, the team in the other team in the city is Liverpool, because other than that, they'd be more often than not they would be the biggest team in the city they're in. But unfortunately, for them, it's not the case. Blackburn Rovers, good history, won a lot of trophies, won the Premier League as well. We're going decent, not that high up actually. Are they a big club in Derby? Probably, yeah. We'll go that. Grimsby Town, good fans. Don't really know much else about them really. Small. Doncaster again, just sort of there. Small. Norwich, decent. A bit of a yo-yo club at the moment, but yeah, decent. Oxford United. Probably one of the I mean, the only reason I really know them is because they've got a stadium with only 3 stands. Small. Fleetwood Town, tiny. Sorry guys. Well, their stadium is called Highbury. I'll give them that. I like that. Bristol City, I guess decent, but on the end of it, good stadium though. Same with Huddersfield. So there, although good, very good period in the 30s, Huddersfield. Accrington Stanley. You know what? I'm going to put on the edge of tiny just because of that advert. I feel like quite a few people know him. Tottenham. See, I can't put them in there, but if we're being realistic about it, they should probably go. I'll put them. I just don't know where to put them big. We'll go there. I think they're probably around the same size as, say, in Everton, or I think actually Leeds should probably go like that. Yeah, so I think they're probably around the same size as Everton and Aston Villa, Spurs, because they've won a few trophies. Not a lot, obviously. Macclesfield, they're not actually a lot. I don't think they even exist anymore. So we'll just go tiny. Newcastle, they're a big club. No, that's Rotherham. Where do I have Rotherham? I don't know. We'll just go there. Wait, no, I think I had them there. Where's Newcastle gone? Newcastle, there we go. They're not in small. They are actually going to go big. I think Sunderland maybe. I don't know. I'll put them actually there. I think Newcastle may be slightly bigger club just because of how Newcastle, not Newcastle. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Newcastle is a slightly bigger club because Sunderland have kind of gone off the rails a bit in the last few years. But they are quite similar size. Charlton, another club in London, which is kind of just there. We'll go decent. Just on the edge. Newport, good fans actually. I'll give them that, but small. Millwall, I think everyone knows Millwall. Not all for the right reasons. Same with Leeds. I'm actually going to go on the edge of decent. Northampton Town, people only know him for Scott Pollock, really. Tiny, same Crew. And finally, Coventry City. News came out recently they can return to the Ricoh Arena, so really happy for them. And we're putting decent, very good fans, decent sized club. So that is my tier list. Probably the most controversial video I ever made, to be honest with you. But that is what I've gone with. No one's probably going to agree with me here, but hey, opinions. There you go. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.